Hello there, I'm Tim and he's John, and this is How to Murder Blocks, a Minecraft adventure.
Hello, everybody.
Watcher.
We're back.
Ah, yeah.
And I'm not Watcher. We've been a little bit busy. We've done some work. Killed 4 Chaos Dragons.
Yes, yeah, you can
that.
take that off. I did that. It was really quite tedious after the first one, although the second one was made considerably more entertaining by me throwing my translocator into the void during the fight, so I had to walk all the way back, which was 10,000 blocks. But yes, that's all done.
You've not built an energy core yet, have you?
No, I've sort of chucked all the Chaos Shard things in the... No, I think I made a core, the actual widget, but I haven't built the thing.
Okay, that can be later. Right, nothing else. Rainbow generator running. Let's see how we got on with that, shall we?
I'm dying to hear how that went.
Rainbow Funland.
Rainbow Funland.
If I was to pull this switch, Rainbow generator works.
Hey.
Look at that. It's working perfectly.
So talk us through that then.
I'll turn it off because it's getting really annoying. That basically is all of these different generator types. When they're plugged into a rainbow generator or near one, they make an awful lot more RF per tick. And yeah,
fair enough. So how much RF per tick? Is that 1 billion RF per tick, I wonder?
No,
it's not 1 billion RF per tick.
Not even close. And our quantum storage is up to 1.3 billion.
Yeah, we did some estimates on how long that would take to fill, and I put a signboard up with my guess, but the server went down a bit since then, so that guesstimate is probably quite a lot off. We're probably looking at Christmas, I imagine, before that's full.
It may be a case of coming back to this months after we finish the series.
Yeah, we can have a retrospective Where Are They All Now episode. That'd be good.
So anyway, what are you doing?
I've designed a machine. It's quite a big machine.
Have you designed it, or has it just sort of weirdly grown?
Well, it's, yeah, to be honest. I'm just putting some lights in the moment because I've got a bit of a monster spawning problem. But yes, come and have a look at the large reactor. I've hollowed it out and gotten rid of all the internals because we don't need the extreme reactor, largest reactor available type thing anymore. But I thought I'd keep the box. And I've hollowed it out and I'm building what it pleases me to call the Hypernova Megacore.
Ooh.
It's full of stars. It really will be full of stars because this is how we're going to generate the 1 billion RF per tick. There's a stone lever with a wooden handle here with activate written on it. Do not touch that lever. I shall talk you through what I've got here anyway. So in the middle is our now familiar second tier 7 Draconic core. Draconic battery thing, which currently has 2.91 billion RF already in it. Yes, that's me. That was me doing some experiments. Underneath, I've got quite a lot of pylons.
All the pylons.
Input-output widgets. And there's one in the middle as well. And I'm just going to use that. So if you go and look at the batteries UI,
yep.
I've got an energy trash can underneath one of these pylons.
Yeah.
So if are you ready? You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you right-click this and set it to pull.
That loses an awful lot of RF per tick.
Yes, which through the science proves that the pylons... Is that empty now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was 290 billion RF per tick, and it'll do more. Basically, these pylons, the sort of glowing circle, glowing circly bits, they have an infinite RF per tick throughput. That's what I've worked out with science. There was an experiment I did by connecting this core to our other core and passing energy across to see how fast it would go. And the fastest thing I came across doing my research was something called Flux Networks, Flux Plugs, which is a whole mod of its own, which is essentially just wireless infinite energy input-output controlled with a network thing. Unfortunately, it doesn't work properly, or at least doesn't work reliably enough for what I need. So
Why am I not surprised?
I've had to fall back on the Draconic Crystal Network, which we've an old friend and we know works from all over the place. And I've got my spanner here. There we go. See, I've wired one up to there and there just to show. And these, I had to do a lot of work with different coloured draconic crystals to work out what would be the best way of getting this energy in and out. And what I found is that one of these orange draconic IO crystals will take 4 links, and I wrote it all down somewhere. Where is it? I think it's about 30 million RF per tick if you just connect an orange crystal to an orange crystal. So I did all the sums and worked out that I was going to need, I think it's 4 of these purple ones, which have got a rating of 1.53 million, something like that. I don't know. I did all the numbers. It's quite tedious and complicated. Basically, 4 of these will connect to one of the orange ones.
Okay.
And that basically maxes out the throughput capacity of an orange one.
That's good.
So, if I get my magic crystal spanner out, watch this. Whoa! There you go. So basically, yes, I've got to set up these Nether Star generators, which we think is the most powerful RF per tick generation we have available. They'll do about 2.56 million RF per tick, and I've done the numbers, and that means we need about 396 of these generators, which is 12 rows, which is 3 sets of 12s on each floor, and then 9 floors of that. So I've got a bit more work to do. Basically, with what you can see here, 1 to 12, 24, quite a lot.
Many.
I've tested it, and it runs at 250 million RF per tick into the core, visible on the bar. The UI there shows it, so that confirms it. Basically, that's how we're measuring our success or not of this task. Is what does the Draconic core say on its input-output UI transfer here. And I've verified it running at 250 million RF per tick so far, and I've only built 1/4 of the proposed reactors. So I've got a distribution system on the bottom here, which is Ender IO conduits leading into storage drawers for Nether Stars, and then there's a redstone Ender IO switching system here. So basically when I flick this lever, or the big one up the top there, it will just start loading stars out of these drawers up the column into the various attached generators, and then the energy comes out of the crystals into the big core at the top through the various loom of pylons and stuff. And I added swirly multicolour blocks as well. That's not an actual AE system. That's just a future a decorative block. Because I thought, well, yeah, what could complicate this even more would be an actual AE system wired into it somehow. But no, and I've got some wordy lines here as well. Look at that. Brilliant. I think I might need to rotate these ones, though. They're all looking wrong. Anyway, I've still got a lot of work to do, so I'm going to carry on with that.
I'm going to keep working on mine. What sort of range do these crystal-y power things have?
The Draconic IO crystals?
Yeah.
Far enough.
No, it's not far enough.
But I mean, not far enough.
Not far enough.
They'll reach as far as my design works, I think.
Yeah, not far enough for me, though.
What are you trying to do?
I have big plans for this world.
I haven't actually maxed out the Draconic thing. Pretty much anywhere in this base has successfully connected to anywhere else in this base with the Draconic crystal binding
you're thinking too small again. You're thinking this base and...
I'm thinking you need to do some science then. But I reckon they've got quite a long... I imagine the chunk needs to be loaded, but... I don't know. I've not done science on the maximum range of a Draconic crystal IO connection, so you might need to test that if you're trying to wire energy out there. You could have a go at the Flux Networks plug thing. It had problems with the vast number I was trying to connect together, but maybe if you just have 2 nodes, it might work all right.
Lost interest now. I'm going to build a thing.
Good. Your spirit of inquiry is a joy to behold.
It is.
You just want out of here as quickly as possible, don't you?
No.
Right. Anyway, so I've got 10 more reactors to add, now that I've gotten rid of some of the darkness.
Yes.
Okay, 225, yes. More of those. Go away. Got slimes spawning down here. I think light can do anything with them either. Right, so here we go. So these attach in groups of 4 around each upward column. Oh, and it just...
What?
It's not attaching, since it keeps telling me about the pipe connections instead.
Not a problem.
Well, it means I have to crouch to place it, and that means I can't fly and crouch at the same time. Oh, no, I worked out how to do that. I don't know, how many episodes in are we? I've worked out how to place whilst flying. You hold space and shift.
Yeah.
Yeah, took me about. I'm quite slow on the uptake in general, really.
I wasn't going to say anything.
No, you should. You'd have a justifiable mockage going on there. So these set to insert. Now the problem with these generators is they have no responsivity to redstone themselves. You cannot actually turn them on or off. They either have fuel in which case they go and use the fuel straight off, or they don't have fuel in which case they stop. Which means the whole control system has to be run from the inserting stuff at the bottom. That's where the on-off interface is.
I will admit that does somewhat worry me.
Well, it means that then we end up with this sort of backlog buffering going on where all the time the system's turned on, it's feeding stars in, and if it's turned off, it's not feeding stars in. So, but you end up with a sort of backlog. It doesn't remove the stars after you turn it off, so it'll just use up a whole bunch of stars. And I don't know. It's definitely not going to be sustainable, this thing. So. Crystals. Where's my
You'll never
crystals?
love.
45, decent. So yeah, I mean, we can run 1 billion RF per tick, and probably for a minute, a good couple of minutes, rather than the 2 seconds most of these guides say that you'd end up doing.
I think you're being far too optimistic there.
I don't know. I've got 25. There's about 30 stacks of nether stars in the drawer at the base of each of these pillars. So I think it'll make it last a while. I think it takes about 2 seconds to burn one nether star usually. So. Right, so then we have to. There's a lot of fiddly wiring with this. That's the problem. I can't just place it all and go away and forget about it. I need to make sure all these arrows are pointing the right way. Which means, I don't know, is there a copy and paste config tool for Ender?
I believe so.
That might speed things up. Save me 1 click, I suppose.
I've wired up a block.
Okay. Sounds like you're doing something exciting.
I've not wired up a block, it's not powering.
It's, okay, that's all inserted. Right, next to my spanner. What goes on this one? Yeah, it's the fiddly wiring that's going to be the really tedious thing with all this. The work I put in on this show. But at this stage, I just don't want to walk away from that book. We've done most of it. It would be a shame not to complete the whole thing, even the Age of Insanity page of things they just made up for laughs. I think they actually expected anyone to do this.
I wouldn't.
Well, like I say, I'm pretty confident the design works, and I've had it running at 250 million RF per tick. The only possible downside is the fueling of all the stars. If the round robin doesn't work properly, we'll end up that's running at half capacity.
Yeah, that's what I think's not going to work.
I don't know. If we got a large enough bulk of stars to start with, we'd probably be okay. But so we need to check that the wither farm is running nice and fast, and that we've not run out of skulls. Which I think I've gone around and upped the production of the stars, the wither skulls, the more seeds doing the essences. So and we just need to keep stockpiling the stuff.
Why's my thing not working?
I don't know. I've got thing problems enough of my own over here.
That's charged. You're going to love this wiring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good job I don't have, detail issues.
Oh, I know what it'll be.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be that old problem. That old chestnut. Which unfortunately is not solved by me not having the bits in my inventory.
What are you actually doing anyway? I can't see what you're doing.
I'm recreating the world.
Oh, that sounds quite noble.
Yeah. For anyone else, it would be.
Probably ought to have done that in week 3 or something, then wouldn't have to worry about falling off stuff so much.
It does use quite a lot of power.
Well, funny, I happen to be building the most insane reactor so far.
It's okay, I'll use our insane amount of energy we're just not using.
But we do have to build an even more insane reactor as well, don't we? With this
We
draconic
do, yeah.
reactor thing. Wire these up. We need interns or assistants, minions, something. Minions would be ideal.
No, they're just annoying. They're not that good at anything, and they say banana a lot.
This is definitely minion work.
Yeah, it's really not minion work.
I mean, what?
You can't trust minions.
Well, I don't see very many mad inventors building their own massive, stupid reactor thing. You've got loads of non-speaking parts in boiler suits doing that kind of thing. Okay, that's done. Next. Not sure this is going to make for great viewing. I hope what you're doing is more interesting.
It will be once I get it working. Right, does using the good old trick of putting a conduit above a thing make it work? No. Why don't you work, you boring thing? No power, no power. That crystal
Are you not understanding power?
has 63 million RF in it.
Have you set it to input or output?
Doesn't matter. Oh, the crystal.
Oh god, I haven't set these ones to input and output. Ah! Yeah, there's something missing something, yeah. Oh, was it input or output? Input. Same. What's it doing? Is it adding energy to the network or taking energy from the network?
Taking out.
So you'll want it to set to I/O mode output.
How do I do that?
Right click it with an empty hand.
Oh, empty hand. Not...
Yeah, I forgot myself. So the
right
generator
click gives me an interface.
Shift right click with an empty hand? I don't know. Should you be able to right click it and have it
An
go...
NGIO crystal, and it's giving me an interface. I don't remember ever doing that before.
Oh yeah, shift shift right click. Crouch click.
Doesn't do anything.
The little thingy should go from balanced to input or output.
Yeah, staying a balanced.
You have one job. You're using an IO crystal, yeah?
Yes.
Hang on. Let's transfer my own out here. So when you've got the little corner pop-up thing, what does it say? IO mode.
Balanced.
Right. Alt shift and then right click it with nothing in your hand.
Yeah, it's not doing anything.
Right. Where are you? You're bloody miles away, aren't you?
I am out to the west. I went west. Where the whatever is whatever.
Are you level with the platform?
Just about. Just follow the really bad trail of draconic energy.
Yeah, right. So
I will admit that at one point I do lose a lot of altitude for no apparent reason.
Oh yeah, look. Oh yeah, I can follow the beams. Yeah. Okay, 2 links. They're fully buffered. Balance. Enter energy. Oh, perhaps. I don't know if the energy conduit's a good idea to mix with it. Output. There we go. Look, you just crouch and right-click it.
It didn't work for me.
You're clearly
Anyway.
you're clearly special. Oh, I'm going back to work.
Plains, river. Not doing anything. Oh, it's doing something.
Am I going to have to come back there again?
Yeah, come back here again.
I've just flown back to the base, and I've got a load of work to do. Don't have time for your frivolous recreation of biomes or whatever. Let's have a look. Oh wow, hello, what's happening down there? It's you're being shot at.
It's not doing anything anymore.
It's made some bedrock.
It's made some bedrock, yes.
Where are we? That is 0, yeah.
I
Is
was
it
sort of
rebuilding,
hoping.
rebuilding from the ground up?
Yeah.
That is, yeah, that's 0. It's built that at. Does it run out of something? Power?
Insufficient power.
Really? Oh God! You just emptied our main
No.
reactor.
I don't know what your weird power thing is doing. You
My
put some,
weird power.
You put some power in it, and now it's all gone. Oh, maybe it's all gone into there.
You know these only take 20,000 RF per tick. These energy conduits. You should have put the crystal directly onto the device.
I tried that. It wasn't working at the time.
I think you're going to throttle it too much. Take the crystal off.
No, I'm trying a different crystal. There's one on the side as well. Let's try this. That's maybe well what's killing it, because that would be the sort
That's
of
set to
insanely
balance
stupid
as
thing I'll
well.
do. If you set it to balance,
It needs to be output.
yes, what I mean.
Terrain scanner energy 300,000 out of 300,000. That's full. All right. What's the other box do?
I don't know.
Biome
What's
scanner
happening?
also full. Well, they've got enough power, so that's not your problem.
The spider just fell off my new world.
It looks like your crystals are all set, right?
Okay, maybe it's a user error.
It's not. Yeah, it's not power. This thing's absolutely full. Warning: may appear broken with Ender IO conduits and capacitor banks. You should just get rid of the Ender IO stuff. You don't need it. Connect the crystals directly to each box. That's just going to throttle you to 20,000 RF per tick anyway, which is tiny, frankly. They deal in billions. Right, that is full of energy. So whatever else is happening, it's not power.
Oh, it might be working. So something happened because we now have a couple of levels,
Oh yeah, that's added 2 more since I was down there.
and I got a magic book.
Oh, there's some gold ore.
I got how to use a dirt chest book on board of those.
Is it monsters? Do monsters block its operation?
I think so. Keep an eye on it. I'll push a button and see what happens.
There's items on top of it as well. Let's get rid of those. Right, that's clear.
Anything happening?
No. It's missing a piece out of the corner, by the looks of it. Does it use any kind of fuel or materials?
I don't think so.
Well, it's stopped working, whatever it is. Is the base now no longer loaded? Well, that shouldn't matter. It's still got enough buffered power to go for a while. Because remember, that crystal itself holds about 64 million RF.
It's not a power issue.
No, it's not.
Maybe me turning it on and off again doesn't help.
I'm going to leave you to it. I've got a lot of work to do.
Oh, that's working.
It's me. Every time I'm there, it doesn't work. I'm going to stay away.
It's missing for some reason.
You do what you need to do.
It seems to move to biome. I don't know. Anyway, I'm making a world. What are you doing?
I'm lamenting that our Wither Star generator hasn't got enough skulls again. Oh well, doesn't matter. I'll carry on building the reactor. We can worry about that later.
I do wonder this biome. Is it F9? Yes. I don't know what it was to start with. That makes no sense to me.
What?
Well, now it's building between the lines on the chunk, but whereas before it wasn't.
Oh. Do you have to put it in a special place?
No. No, that's fine. It's worth a lot of gold. We could have used this ages ago. Oh, redstone.
So, yeah, I could do with a team of experts working away on this.
Unfortunately, the best I can offer is you.
Well, I mean, I don't mind, but it's going to be another 200 episodes of me wiring up crystals.
Stop trying to scare off the listener.
I've trust if they're still here at this point, nothing's going to drive them away.
I do worry about that, actually. We have a very stable number of viewers, which doesn't seem to go up or down at this point. And I wonder what's wrong with them.
I don't know, I tried watching telly the other day. Have you seen telly?
Yeah, I've seen telly, yeah.
Telly's terrible.
Telly really is bad. Actually, I'm not going to say that. Telly's brilliant. You should all watch telly. I work in telly.
Oh, yeah. Alright, insert. So I've got to sort
Bounce a diamond.
three things out for every box. Make sure that the thing's set to insert, make sure the crystal is set to input, and make sure the binder is set to the thing on the top. It's not going to get tedious at all.
This is the best thing I've ever built. I should call it Earth.
You're a planet builder now.
I am.
It's quite a small planet.
I like some fjords.
Fjords. Right. Oh god. How do I
Get
get
off my planet, slime. There you go. Goodbye. Oh, it's making a cave.
Oh wow. So is it kind of it's leveraging the actual world gen?
Yeah,
stuff,
world gen's still there behind the scenes. This is just
forcing it to happen. Yeah.
I don't know how Genesis device it is.
You've got like a dying Vulcan or something. Can you just drop them in there and it'll all be fine?
I'm thinking more about it will replace any life on a planet with its own new matrix thing.
Well, probably best not to be stood on the rocks when it's doing its thing.
Well, I was thinking more, should I not get too close to the base?
Well, you're probably going to get telefragged, aren't you, if it places one on top of you?
Yeah.
I don't imagine it's clever enough to actually check that you're not stood there.
Ooh, what's that ore type? That looks different.
See what happens to the monsters when it tries
What's
to put a block on
prosperity
one.
ore?
Prosperity shards. They are a part of the infinium dust and armour and all that sort of stuff. It's one of the base items for things. I think we had a seed that did that in like week 2 or something. Okay, it's all looking...
Apparently the world is mainly rock.
It'll do that until you get to about 0, and then it'll start doing grass and other things. Right, another row of these.
Lots of uranium.
We didn't actually use the uranium, did we? Do we?
No, because we're irresponsible. We can't be trusted with...
I don't think it's so much that. I think it was that we jumped straight to the yellorium stuff instead.
How's your build going? Because my
Really,
build is going fantastic.
Really, really slowly.
Mine's going reasonably fast.
Oh, well, you'll be ready to do the next task then, won't you? Very quickly.
No, I've got to do loads of these.
Okay. Sorry, everyone. It's the book. The book makes us do this stuff.
The book makes boring.
Well,
I've upped the number of blocks per tick.
I wonder how entertaining the whole Sky Factory concept is in general. I mean, you know, on the one hand, as part of a award-winning Twitch, like, I don't know, YouTube show thing, and also just as an actual player. You know, if we weren't recording this, we were just doing this for fun or something. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah.
I prefer Regrowth, I reckon. I mean, to be honest, yeah, I like the sort of optionality of the book ticks here, but
I touched the button, it's all funny. I think I prefer Age of Engineering.
what another thing? God, I could do with a Minecraft holiday. To be honest,
I really could run myself holiday. This is the best kind of holiday.
Should log on to a simple server with not much going on and build a little sand castle or something. So it's insanity. Right, I've run out of IO crystals. How do I get new ones? Hopefully these aren't fusion. That's right, I'm using the purple ones.
I probably made a recipe or something.
Oh, for God's sake.
What? Wasn't me.
Bloody slimes. Right, I'm going to fill this whole bottom layer with lava. I think that'll do the job.
I got slime. Oh no, my slime's fallen off.
How do I make it so slimes stop appearing? There must be some magic.
Yes,
Thing
if
you
you
can
have
put
a
down.
look next to the rainbow generator, there is an NIO block there which will stop slimes. If you copy what I've done there.
Okay. I mean, they just can't do anything. Why? Why do they keep trying? I can hear one. Where are you? Die. And you. No, I'm not even using a weapon. I'm just hitting you with a pickaxe and you're dying. Useless. Useless creatures. I fought chaos dragons. You just slop. Well, I'm trying to use the blinking terminal. Good. Small nervous breakdown there. Excellent. Oh, what's going on there now? What's that taking so long? Crafting is doing a load of wooden cores. I don't think any of that needs the fusion. Yeah, that's right. Because I could have used orange crystals on top of these, but those need fusion crafting, and that would have taken ages to make 400 of them. So, getting this could be where the slimes are coming from. Let's put some light in. Just arbitrary lamps on the walls. Yes, it's going to take a really long time to build. It's the parts, you see. So I don't want to put any more generators down because I'm going to get out them ones below.
Yeah.
There we go. Good. Oh, the bat's ready to go.
Oh, that's more like it. I've sped it up.
Yeah, there's upgrades.
No, I just told it to make 8 per tick rather than 1.
Okay, 3 there.
Oh, that's a lot of gravel.
3 there.
What's that plant?
That one.
Mushrooms.
Botania, yeah, I think they were Botania. They're like the mystical flowers, but underground version. They appear in caves sometimes. Right, so I've got that. Then we need to set them to. So these are all exporting, yeah. Exporting. I can afford to get a few of these wrong, but significant numbers of them set up wrong will mean we'll fall short of our targets.
We should probably end the episode here because it's been half an hour and I'm just watching a world get made. Join us next time when we'll be watching more of the world get made.
Hurrah! See you later.
Goodbye.